Hallo ihr Lieben und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Part The Council. Ja, wir haben im letzten Part mit unserem Onkel gesprochen, also mit Gregory Home. Ich finde es immer noch ziemlich schwierig. Jetzt sollen wir hier jetzt mit Mortimer reden. Es ist alles ein bisschen wild. Unsere Mutter ist erschossen worden von Emily, weil Emma tot ist. Es irritiert mich einfach alles hart. Also ich habe keine Ahnung, wo das Ganze jetzt noch hingehen soll. Wir sind ein Dämon, das ist unser Vater und ich weiß es nicht.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Überwältigt, faszinierend, ängstlich, erleichtert. Überwältigt, würde ich sagen.
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Ich würde sagen, er hat über unseren Vater gesprochen oder über deren Väter, weil ich will den nicht in die Pfanne hauen tatsächlich. Ich habe noch keine Ahnung, wo das Ganze hingehen soll. Deswegen bin ich da noch so ein bisschen vorsichtig, weil ich selbst noch nicht weiß, welchen Weg wir mit Louis bestreiten sollen.
I've been given to understand that you have a difficult relationship with your father. Isn't that right?
Let's just say we don't see things the same way. I ended up finding out that there's a world outside the rules he has imposed on us.
So, was haben wir denn jetzt hier? Ich musste kurz Pause machen, deswegen nicht wundern, falls hier gerade ein Schnitt drin ist. Ich bin Regeln, die uns auferlegt hat, die eine ganze Welt gibt. Menschen können dasselbe über Dämonen denken. Ich würde sagen, das nehmen wir mal.
It seems you find yourself in the same position that you've placed men. You were told what to do, what to think, and you found it unbearable. Imagine if humanity finds out you secretly direct them. How do you think they'd react?
Your analogy is not without substance. But that's where it ends. Man's main flaw is his willingness to forget and to make the same errors time and again. He can't help it. He is mortal. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Ist das ein Projekt oder will er? Ich frage mal. Ist schwierig.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Weitere Beispiele bitte.
Do you have any more examples?
Of course. What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Schlimm ist halt, dass er über Dinge redet, die wir so halt integriert haben. Und das ist halt echt wahr. Also es ist crazy. Es ist richtig gut eigentlich gemacht.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the Cultural Revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are?
Immer noch Manipulation. Ja, nicht der Meinung. Es ist immer noch Manipulation.
I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
Ja gut, angesichts der Kriege in der Geschichte funktioniert es nicht wirklich. Warum nicht einfach Frieden erzwingen? Warum ihr nicht beibringen, unabhängig zu sein? Ich würde mich auch das sagen.
And you think that's been a success? Humanity? It's almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the task is easy. We've all had failures. And at times we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past. And that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
Oh, nee, ich will das nicht. Ich will auch das Gedankenlesen eigentlich nicht.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Ja, es ist wild. Aber gut, es nützt nichts, wir müssen bereit sein.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
Oh, das ist so krass.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
Also ich will das tatsächlich nicht.
Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Aber ich will so nicht spielen. Tatsächlich will ich das nicht. Warum werde ich dazu jetzt genötigt, das so zu tun? Ich möchte das nicht. Das ärgert mich. Das ärgert mich gerade richtig. Ich will das nicht. Also, wo ist Piagets Zimmer? Also, ich finde es halt richtig frech, tatsächlich. Von Wöllner, Adams, Washington, Piagets da hinten. Weil ich das eigentlich voll... Weiß ich nicht. Warum sollen wir so eine Scheiße machen?
Please don't hold it against
Ja,
me,
alles
but
gut.
I would like to be alone for a while.
Naja, tschüss, tschüss. Weil irgendwie finde ich das halt tatsächlich ziemlich... Ich will mich nicht auf dieses Niveau hier herabbegeben und nur weil ich jetzt weiß, dass ich ein Dämon bin, will ich das nicht auch machen müssen. Das finde ich voll gemein, dass das Spiel einen dazu zwingt. Ich wollte jetzt voll dagegen arbeiten, darf ich aber nicht. Frech, einfach frech. So, Piaget war hier vorne, ne? Ja. Das ist so frech. Das ist so richtig, richtig frech. Das da, ne? Glaube ich. Ja. Ach, Mann, ey. Ich habe eh nicht aufgepasst, wie das geht. Also von daher, wir können es einfach nicht. Hehe. Ja, aber ich hätte es halt schöner gefunden, wenn man mehr, ich weiß natürlich nicht, wie es weitergeht, wenn man mehr Freiheiten gehabt hätte, das Ganze zu unterbinden quasi und zu sagen, nein, ich will das so nicht. Mal gucken. Ich lasse mich überraschen. Ich lasse mich überraschen. So. So, ich muss übrigens sagen, ich habe Hogwarts Legacy vorbestellt. Sehr gut.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Ich will eigentlich gar nicht. Worauf reagiert er denn? Ich will das eigentlich nicht, ne? Schwächebefragung. Was hatten wir hier? Psychologie. Befragung. Ja, nehmen wir doch das.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lands.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts.
Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence.
I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Oh Gott.
Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. It's time I got started.
That's so creepy.
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Okay, wir die Briefe auf dem Schreibtisch lesen. Lieber Giuseppe, da es mir meine Gesundheit nicht erlaubt, der Einladung Sir Gregorys auf das Anwesen von Lord Mortimer zu folgen, bin ich Ihnen dankbar, dass Sie statt meiner an der Konferenz teilnehmen. Selbstverständlich werden Sie den Gastgebern meinen Dank ausrichten. Bestätigen Sie unsere Vereinbarung mit Sir Gregory und lassen Sie ihn wissen, dass die Angelegenheit mit Kardinalbischof sonst wie absolut planmäßig verläuft. Ich habe höchstes Vertrauen in Sie. Möge Gott, der Allmächtige, Sie segnen und beschützen. SS Giovanni Angelo Braschi. PS, verwenden Sie nicht Ihr eigenes Siegel. Wenn Sie mir schreiben, benutzen Sie stattdessen den Stempel mit meinem Motto. Ja. Mit seinem Motto. Ich muss mir das aufschreiben, weil sonst vergesse ich sowas wieder. Also, Motto vom Papst. Und dann schreibe ich mir unten dieses GHFJ auf. Und dann gucken wir mal weiter. So, und dann lesen wir den zweiten. Lieber Giuseppe, ich weiß, Sie sind auf dem Weg zu Lord Mortimers Anwesen. Ich hoffe, dass Sie eine angenehme Reise haben, auch wenn Sie dafür Frankreich durchqueren müssen, was momentan nicht gerade angenehm sein dürfte. Aber mein Freund, vergessen Sie nicht, wie wichtig diese Mission ist. Möge Gott, der Allmächtige, Sie segnen und beschützen. Giovanni Branchi. Wieso steht da jetzt HBCF? Das macht mich wahnsinnig. So.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters
that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Oh Gott. Also, Warte mal, G ist 12. Hä? Wieso ist J ist 3? Ich verstehe es nicht. Ich verstehe es tatsächlich einfach nicht. Ich muss darüber nachdenken, weil ich es echt nicht kapiere.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Ja. Das habe ich schon verstanden, aber...
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Okay, also der Tag...
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Der Tag ist der Schlüssel für den Code. (31). Warte mal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ach, das könnte sein. So, wenn 31 wäre es das I. Dann wäre 1G, 2J. 1G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aber dann passt das mit dem H wieder nicht. Das mit dem H verstehe ich halt nicht. Aber wir müssen mal gucken. Wenn 17 wäre das E. Das ist die 0. Dann ist H1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hä, irgendwie fehlt eine Zahl. Weil zum Beispiel wäre bei 17 wäre E das die 0. Dann ist H die 1. Das passt ja. So, dann wäre A aber 2, F3. Das passt auch. I4, G5, J6. B7. Doch, das passt. 8, 9. Okay. Also, dann wäre, wenn heute der 24.01. ist, wäre A die 0. Das heißt, es wäre dann A, F für die 1, nochmal F, F1, I2, G3, J4, B5, D6, C7, E8, H9, 1, 2, 3 und G. Also A, F, F, C, H, G. Ja, interessant. Ich brauche das A, aber... Jetzt. A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Oh, sagt er das jetzt jedes Mal, dann muss ich leider weinen.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ja, es ist doch gut. Wir haben es doch verstanden. So,
Today
C.
the date is 24/01/1793.
Dann wäre das H.
Today the date is
Oh Gott.
24/01/1793.
Und dann das G. So.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
Ja, Alles gut. So, den Code haben wir rausbekommen. Ich habe jetzt dadurch ein bisschen überzogen, weil ich das jetzt halt noch machen wollte, gerade wenn ich so drin bin. Wie es weitergeht, ihr Lieben, das werdet ihr morgen sehen in einem neuen Part von The Council. Ich freue mich, wenn ihr morgen mit dabei seid und bis dahin, tschüss.